Okay, I figure all of that shit out. So from that side, it takes item. So I place the biomass which is making here. It's using um, the potatoes. Actually, I forgot to. Yeah, it's throwing the potatoes here. It's importing the biomass from up. Then here is throwing, and then from that part it's importing the gas. And I had to make a gas terminal and a gas storage cell to store the gas. So we have 18 buckets, already 19, of biogas, which we could later import from up, no, export from up here into that field. So I will need an export gas, something like, yeah, that thing. Oh my god. So let's make that bad boy. Only one, two. Oh, okay. And now I'm drawing in, that, and I can craft it. So, yep, here we are. And I'm drawing that in here. And how do I take off thingy? And I will remove it temporarily. Oh my god. To grab one, yeah, 75 cards. And I will throw it right like that, right here. Um, and yeah, and it's full already, yeah. Oh my god. And it's working fine. So here, now I can use another export pass to throw the, oh my god, throw the cast, no, you can use that thing, throw it here, throw it like that, god, I wish it would work, no, that should be placed to input. Yep, and now it's finally working. Ethanol vapor, and it's making it. And somehow I need to now also output it, and I think I can output that bad boy through output right here and make an import gas whiting. I can place it here and connect it that way, and now it should be grabbing them. Okay, let's check. Yes, so we have the ethanol vapor. What can we do with that bad boy? Oh my god. We should be able to throw it back in that thing. The crafts are so broken, okay. That should be it, or maybe that's just ethanol. We can make ethylene. Um, ethanol. I know it needs to go in a condensator to make ethanol, and that can be turned into ethylene, liquid ethylene. And with the oxygen and substrate, I can make already the polyethylene, which two of them I can make in HD sheet, which that thing I can use already for new machines, even cooler machines. Wow, they're so expensive. But okay, anyway, I think now we can pee. Okay, also because there is so little space, like we have that part, okay, which is kind of not so busy, but I think soon it's gonna be busy. Then that thing, it's quite a lot busy. Then down here, it's also feels quite busy. Also, I've made the autocraft for all the chips from applied energetics, which it's being used for example, when I make an import, yeah, it requires the annihilation core, which requires, oh my god, the logic processor, right? And each of that thing is made in an inscriber. And now I'm thinking to go down here and make some more space. But I thought, what blocks can I use for it? So I remember that into the wildlands we over here have a quest about like building gadgets and modern illumination. And that's a map. Yeah, that one. This quest unlocks builder gadgets and quest of modern something. Yeah. What's that? Blocks item. Oh, that's utilities. Okay, we don't really need it, but we got a new, yep, the building gadget. So let's check what we can make. Factory workbench, what's that? The fancy workbench is a workbench that records recipe on the book to use later. Well, we don't really need that, but I will make it because it looks fancy. Let's wait, what? Walk? Huh. Okay, and now just and they require oak. Okay, which I don't really have. I will go and search for it. Okay, so I've built a little space here. So I placed the clock, I placed the workbench, and we can also make oak table and oak. Wait, what? I'll need a pressure plate and that thing. Yeah. So oak sit and oak table. So we can sit around the table. Where's my axe? Yeah. Yeah, so we can sit down and place a thing. Oh my god, what? Am I stuck? Yeah, it seems I've got stuck in there. Yeah, now we can surely stay at the table. Nice. Okay, so, what next can we make? Yeah, actually I've been looking at, here's the last, that's basically a void portal, and it's so fucking cool because a void portal, it's basically a space where there's nothing around you, like zero things, and there we can place whatever the fuck we want. Like, actually it'd be a much better way to start building the base in the void portal than in the outer world, because there's all kind of things around which don't really give a chance to expand the home, expand the base. Like, I'll need to refactor and to break a lot of blocks around myself. But in the void there is just gonna be nothing, nothing up, nothing down, just pure building. Yeah, so that's quite unfortunate, but well, it is what it is. I think we'll make it eventually later, just not now. So the modern illumination. So what's that? Non-electric fluid light? What's that? Non-electric. Oh my god. I think I'll need some glass. And I do not have any glass besides that one. But I can use that quickly. So let's check what that is for. Four are very powerful lamps used to provide illumination over a large area. The non-electric fuel consumes coal charcoal to operate depending on the mode. So let's better make an electric one, so they can give a lot of light. So if I go here and here I have just those two things, and I'm not sure where the light comes from, but whatever. And if I power it, that is supposed to give a lot of light, or something like that. But making the electrical one would be so much better, because then I can just power it and it will work constantly. So let's try to make that better. So, oh my god, what's that? And I need to throw that here. Okay. So I'm not sure what kind of energy to take. Inverted true, false, mod straight. Okay, let it just be, I guess. Oh no, I can actually place it somewhere here. And then it's supposed to throw the light over. I wonder, does it work with that type of energy? Yeah, it also does work with that. It's nice. And we've got a potato worth of energy, which I can charge my Sati on. Okay. UV floodlight. Intense UV rays. Also that can damage. That's not much useful. Lapis lamp. The lapis laser that emits pseudo light while the surroundings are clear to see no actual light is emitted or darkness dispelled. It's just a trick to the eye of illusion, if you will. Most useful for purposes requiring darkness. That can be useful. I mean, not sure how much, but let's try to make it. Unless it stays. So, also, I've been making the F switch, so energy will come to a block. Yeah, and then it will be distributed, but I need to break that thing. Yeah, let's break it. Let's grab an ender pearl. Ender pearl. So we can go in the mining dimension. I've placed the how it calls the quarry up here. Yeah, it should be done already. Yep. So what's the thing? Oh my god. Yeah, the quarry can mine so much more here, and I just grab it, and I need to turn on the chunks so I could see. So I just go about like one chunk in a different place, like here, and if so we can place the block here and place that in here above. So yeah, that's the energy source, which with the energy that we use, we store like at our base, and the quarry works so much faster that way. And I just need to put a wall anchor, which will like close the area where is the quarry, so if I won't be around, it will be still working. So now it can just mine everything and I can be out, like, not around, and it's still gonna work. Yeah. Now we can go home.